Hello everybody. I am Professor Surendra Bharate from Mechanical Engineering Department, and on behalf of our team of BME teachers, I welcome you all to the laboratory. In the normal period, you would have visited this BME lab and you would have seen all the equipments and devices which are available in the lab. So I don't want you to miss this opportunity even during the period of crisis. So I thought of sharing with you a video of our lab showing all the equipments and devices which are there in the lab. So we'll just go through the lab. So you can see our lab, it is in the B wing. It is on the ground floor. Okay, so we'll have just a look. I'm taking you inside the lab now. So once you enter the lab, what you see here is a car you will see here. This car has been donated by Kothari Wheels, and the purpose of this car is to educate our students in their skills, for developing their skills. So during their higher classes, you will be disassembling this car, you will be opening some parts of the car and you will be fitting them again. So that is the purpose, so that it improves the skills. Okay, so this is the first thing that you see once you enter the lab. Now after that, you can see here, this is called as air compressor. This is the air compressor test rig, you can see here. Okay, this air compressor test rig, it is there in our practical also. So we'll be performing a practical on this if possible, or some other practical. So you can see this air compressor, it is used for compressing the atmospheric air at a high pressure, so that it can be used for different processes. Generally you might be knowing it is used in our for inflating the tires of the vehicles. Apart from that, it is used in industries as well for different applications, like in pneumatic hammer, pneumatic drilling machines, or there are many machines which work on the pressurized air. Okay, those machines, they are called as pneumatic machines, and the input for those machines is the compressed air. So this was about the air compressor. Then here we have here one more equipment. It is called as a bomb calorimeter. Bomb calorimeter is a device which is used for measuring the calorific value of the fuel. Calorific value of the fuel is nothing but the amount of heat energy which a fuel can produce when it is burnt. So calorific value, it is measured in terms of kilojoules per kg. Okay, so this is the device which is used for that. Here this is called as the bomb, and here you have the control for that. So then we have here what is called as the diesel engine setup. Okay, so this is a single cylinder diesel engine, and we observe different parameters when we perform the test here on this engine. So you can see this is the cylinder here. Okay, here we have the cylinder, and this is used for cranking the engine. The power which is developed by the engine is being transmitted to a dynamometer. So this is the dynamometer which is connected to the engine. So the purpose of the dynamometer is to measure the power produced by this engine. Okay. Now on the right side of this test rig, you can see here we have a diesel tank is there. So what you see here, it is a diesel tank. Okay. Now currently the fuel in the diesel tank is up to this level. You can see here, this up to this level the fuel is there. So that means it is almost full. So using this, you can measure the fuel which is being consumed by the engine. So this was about the diesel engine test setup. It is a computerized setup. So it is interfaced, or the whole setup is interfaced with the computer here, and all the readings you can be observed on the computer also. So similarly, we can see here one more two-wheeler is also there. It is again donated by one of our students. It looks as if it is in very bad condition, but it is not so. So because it's being disassembled and assembled continuously by our students, so for developing their skills actually. So it is same like that of the car. Then we have a petrol engine setup here. Same like the diesel engine, we have a petrol engine setup also. So here you can see here, again you have an engine here. This is a 3-cylinder engine which was earlier used in Maruti 800 vehicle. So this is a 3-cylinder engine here. Okay, you can see 1, 2 and 3. These 3 are the spark plugs, you can see. So below that you will have a engine. Okay, so you can see this from here. The exhaust is also coming here. This is the exhaust. So you can measure the temperature of the exhaust and all that. So wherever you see these kind of things are there. This is used for measuring the temperature, and this is called as the thermocouple. And the arrangement which is made for measuring the temperature here, one hole is drilled along the pipe, you can see here. So that is called as a thermowell. Okay. So using that thermocouple, you can measure temperature of fluid which is flowing through that pipe. So fluid in this case, it is nothing but the exhaust gases of the cylinder petrol engine. So again this petrol engine, you can see here it is coupled again to a dynamometer for measuring the power which is developed by this petrol engine. Okay. This petrol engine again similarly it is being has a interface with a computer, so that you can observe everything on the desktop also. So all the readings you can see, you can observe on the desktop. So that was about the petrol engine setup. So again here you can see we have different cut sections of engines. So this is one cut section of an engine, you can see here. This is the actual engine of a two-wheeler. You can see this is called as the cylinder. So this is the cylinder actually, in which you will see this piston is moving. Okay. So piston moves up and down in the cylinder. Now since lot of heat is generated inside the cylinder, that heat has to be dissipated to the surroundings, and that heat is being dissipated by these fins. Whatever you see here, extended surfaces, these are nothing but they are the fins. So you can see a simple arrangement here. So this is the cylinder, and inside cylinder you have that piston which is moving up and down. Okay, so that particular type of motion, it is called as reciprocating motion. Okay, and then you have again a small gearbox also is there. You can see these different gears. These are nothing but the gears. Okay, so power is transmitted from engine to the wheels through this gearbox. So that is called as a power transmission elements, which we are going to study in our labs also. Okay. So the next thing, again here we have one more engine here. So this is the engine of again a Maruti 800. A petrol engine is there. You have 3 spark plugs here. You can see. Here you can see these are called as valves. Okay. So they are inlet and outlet valves for the petrol fuel. Okay. So you can see these valves, they are operated. Now it is very heavy, so it is difficult to rotate with the hand. So it's not possible. So you can see that once you visit the college. So that was petrol engine. Then apart from that, here we have one more cut section of an engine here. This is again a two-wheeler petrol engine, you can see here. Okay. So see, this is again reciprocating inside. So this is the spark plug of the engine. Okay. So this was used for the experimentation purpose. So you can see here. So different arrangements were made for measuring the temperature and all that. Okay. So here we see one equipment here. You can see this equipment. This equipment is called as a smoke meter, and it is used for measuring the different gases in your exhaust. So you can see this equipment is also being used by the traffic police people or RTO to check whether the emissions are normal or not. Okay. So this is inserted into the exhaust pipe, and you can get all the readings about composition of the exhaust gases. Okay, this is called as a smoke meter. So here we have one air conditioner also, you can see here. This is called as a window air conditioner. So what you see from this side, okay, you can see it here. This is the condenser of that air conditioner. So different components of air conditioner will be there, which we'll be discussing during our practicals also. So again, we have different models here. Working models are there. Okay. So you can see here, it is a model of an engine. Okay. So this is a 4-stroke diesel engine. This is the model of a 4-stroke diesel engine. So this model will help us understand the working of the 4-stroke diesel engine better. So we have different models like that. Okay. Here we have expansion steam trap. Steam trap means it is used in to control the quality of that steam. Okay. So it is used for trapping the liquid particles in the stream. So you have steam injector here also, which is used normally in the steam engines and all that. Okay. So we'll be studying about these different models here. So here we have different again models. These are all power transmitting elements. You can see here. These are all different power transmitting elements, gears, types of gears and all that. Okay. Then here is one model we have for a slider crank mechanism also. So which you will be studying later on during your practicals. So again, apart from that, we have different models of boilers. This particular boiler, you can see it is used in locomotives. Earlier it was used in locomotive trains. Okay. So it is a boiler which works on the coal. Coal is burnt. The heat of the coal is used for generating the steam, and using that steam, the engine starts running. So it is called as a steam engine. Okay. So different components of steam engine are also shown here. So here you can see this is like a valve. Okay, it operates on it controls a valve here. It is used for controlling the flow of the steam. Okay. So you have different types of boilers are there. Okay. So all the models of, so you can see different models here now. Here we have one more type of boiler here. It is called as a Babcock and Wilcox boiler, a very commonly used kind of boiler. Okay. So in this I will just explain in short. Okay. These are the tubes through which the fluid water flows. Heat of the coal, when it is burnt, it moves in this direction, and while it moves in this direction, it heats these tubes, water in the tubes, and it gets converted into steam, and steam is then connected into here. Here you can see this is called as the drum. It is the steam drum. Steam is collected here. So we'll be learning about these things. Today my aim is to show you different what all things are there in our laboratory. So you can see here again different models are there. Okay. This is the compressor which is used in refrigeration. Okay. These are some of the models which are prepared by the students, our students itself. You can see this is called as the gear train. Okay. This particular model, it is called as the Oldham coupling. Okay. So these are all the models created by our students. Some of our students, they are working on different projects also. So this is one such project here. So it is a split air conditioner. So to improve the performance of a split air conditioner, some of our students are working on that project. So you can see this, a very big condenser is there. This project, I think it is sponsored by some agency also. I am not sure as of now. So we have again here different air conditioners. You can see here one more air conditioner is there, which we'll be able to see once you visit here. Okay, and we'll learn different components of the air conditioner also later on. Okay. So with this, I think we should stop here, and so that we can start with the new practical, first practical. Probably you will start with the power transmission elements. Okay. So see you, and again I welcome you all on behalf of our team.